Hey, welcome to Long Distance Sisters.
I'm Tori.
I'm MacKenna.
And I'm Serena.
Come chat with us while we're far apart.
Okay, let's get started.
Oh my gosh, when I was looking up prices of Disney tickets last night,
It's
what
great.
the heck?
Look at the Florida resident offer.
I did. No, I'm not going for 4 days.
Costs the same as two.
I think we can get you a small discount of like 10% or something. $20 off.
It was like over $200 for a 1-day park hopper.
I know.
$180 for 1 day.
You should plan to go to Disney when I'm down there for the cheerleading competition. Because then the 4-day you would actually get 4 days probably in the parks.
I don't have 4 days.
You can work in the park.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, good seasonal job.
No,
No, I mean
my actual job.
Oh, yeah.
At Epcot they have an area now.
Oh, great. I want to pay to work in a chaotic place with unreliable internet. Imagine me coming in. Oh, it's just my hard drives and my laptop. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go sit in the Starbucks.
Don't worry about me.
But yeah, really, I mean, the 4-day deal is a good deal, but I'm not going for 4 days.
Yeah. You know anyone who works there?
Used to.
I'll give you some comp tickets.
Don't know what happened. Used to.
You should come next year for the marathon, and if you volunteer at the marathon, you get a park ticket.
Oh, that's an idea. But then I won't live in Florida next year. So then it's like,
It doesn't matter.
no, but then it's like not as convenient to get here. And I'd still have to pay like for the plane ticket. And it's like at that point.
Well, you'll be making more money. Also,
Yeah,
how do you know you won't be in Florida?
because I am not looking for any job in Florida.
Are you looking for East Coast jobs?
Not really.
Why do you want to go to the West Coast? You were over there and you were all homesick, remember?
No.
You called me all homesick. You wanted to go home for the semester.
That's 'cause I hated
You're so
grad.
far from everyone.
I hated grad school. Grad school, awful. But then once I got out of school, I was like, wow, I like it
Why
here.
do you want to be so far from the people you want to be with the most?
Why do they all have to live in shitty places?
Well, I'm gonna move, but I'm probably not West Coast.
Okay, well, you're gonna move what? In 3 years?
No, hopefully sooner.
Sooner.
Hopefully.
Well, I'm not moving right now, so.
No.
And
Are
I
you
need
still
to do-
considering like Savannah, Charleston kind of places, Tori?
And it's too hot still. I don't know. Minnesota.
There's lots of jobs in Minnesota.
Let's
For me.
all go to Minnesota.
Minnesota's so flat.
That's bad for your work.
But lots of lakes. No, it's just boring on the weekends. So
No.
What about, are there beavers?
yeah, I think there's beavers in Minnesota. So they are doing my job for me.
There you go. Easy job.
I work for beavers? Are we already recording? Oh, we
Yes.
are. Oh my God, that was me natural. I'm naturally funny.
What did you say that was funny?
Oh, so you just laugh when I say anything? That's your just response?
Pretty much.
It is awkward when your like natural response is to just laugh and then people go, no, it was serious. Oh, you didn't paint the bottom of that dresser.
Well, I just missed one drawer
How did you miss a drawer?
because it was full of stuff and I was too lazy to take the stuff out. so I couldn't turn it on its side to paint it. I was like, well, once it's in, then I can paint it while it's in. I don't have to turn it on its side or take the stuff out. Because it's a drawer with all the glass. All my saved glass.
Tori.
All the jars and candles. Empty candle.
Oh, oh my God. But now you have to like get up all the paint set up again and put a
I still
target
have it.
on.
I just done.
Okay, you should do it right after this.
No.
We'll stay on the
I
phone with
have
you
to
while
do
you do it.
food prep after this.
You can paint that drawer and then it'd be real
No.
quick.
Time is a time crunch. Because Kevin told people to come over at 1 p.m.
Oh, and the
And
house smells
I'm
like
and I'm
vomit.
doing food prep like for our week, not for the people.
Not for that. Oh, yikes. Why? What's at 1 p.m.?
I don't know.
Oh.
Text Jen, Kevin. Text Jen. Oh.
Okay. We all went on vacations last year and we never talked about them because I don't know, personally, I just found it boring to just like let the other people talk about them, especially since I've already heard and or was a part of these vacations. So, as a different way to kind of talk about our trips, we did a little travel trivia specifically about the places that we went to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would
Exciting.
like
Are
to
we going like one at a time or like rotate one question each?
uh maybe it should be one at a time so people don't get confused at where we are in the globe.
I have my slide.
Oh my God. MacKenna made slides.
I did not. I just made
I
screenshots.
didn't make I was just gonna insert photos later. Okay, MacKenna. You could share your slides.
Well, we
Who's
can just
watching us
do
on YouTube?
we
Yeah.
can do oldest to youngest.
Oh, I mean, I just thought your trip was first.
Just go ahead. You're fine.
Yeah. And you have slides. MacKenna's travels. Hey, I was with you the whole time.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
I'm
The
trying to find the
one
thing.
that I was with her.
Oh,
Okay,
you're not just doing Utah or our road trip?
ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went on 3 trips. I did Disney World, where I stayed at the Swan and Dolphin.
That's just like a second home by this point.
Okay, but I stayed at a new hotel. I didn't stay with Tori.
Yes, yes.
And then went to Minnesota for a wedding with Tori. And then went on a Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas road trip with Serena. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Larger versions of these used to be an attraction in Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. Nowadays, up to 5 people can fit in one of these, complimentary with their stay at the Swan and Dolphin Hotel. Gondolas, mini jetliners, submarines, swan boats.
I'll let Serena answer first because I know.
Oh my gondolas?
Swan boats.
Oh, that's so
Swan
obvious.
boat.
That's like so obvious. The swan boat. Mini
Hmm.
jetliner.
What's a
Yeah.
mini jetliner? A plane?
Well, they called
They
like the ride vehicles on like the Delta Dream flight or whatever, like jetliners or something,
oh.
I think.
And
So
submarines is
I
not the
these
place.
are all like different kinds of ride vehicles from extinct Magic Kingdom attractions.
Oh,
How clever.
Oh,
okay.
thank you.
Okay. Okay. How did you enjoy your stay at the Swan and Dolphin? Would you recommend?
Yeah. Because I researched, I knew about the fees that they didn't tell you about when like you book.
Mhm.
And so loads of the reviews are like, I didn't know about these fees. And it's like, well, you didn't do your research. Um, and you get like the deluxe perks, like extended evening hours in the parks. It's like one night a week at Epcot and one night a week at Magic Kingdom at that time. Deluxe resort guests would get an extra 2 hours in the parks without other guests. So like wait times and stuff were really short. Um, but yeah, it was fun. They also had free fitness classes. I did one day. I was the only person. Only
Okay.
person in my like aqua hit class.
Oh my gosh.
Um, but no, it was nice. It was such a great location, decent food, but also like oh, like I went to Yacht and Beach Club for breakfast one day and for dinner another day, boardwalk for meals. They had Dole Whip inside the Dolphin, which is the one we stayed in. Um, Booked it through the Chase Travel portal, so I got 5 times points.
Okay,
Yeah, cool.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What river divides Minnesota and Wisconsin, which you could see from where Maddie and Anna had their wedding welcome drinks in Stillwater, Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Elk, Kinnickinnick, Minnesota, or St. Croix?
Is that like LaCroix?
Yes, I guess. I mean, LaCroix is from,
St. Croix.
I want to say Wisconsin.
Well, then. Oh, they must use that river's water.
Tori?
I already know the answer. I was there. So it's all Serena. Thanks.
Yeah, St. Croix, or if you want to say it the French way, Saint Croix.
Well,
Um, but
That
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
if
we
you're
could
That makes
curious,
sense.
it was at Forge and Foundry Distillery. Woo woo. Okay. What goes into the original dirty soda? Diet Coke, coconut syrup, lime juice, and heavy cream. Dr. Pepper, coconut cream, and vanilla. Fresca, peach, strawberry, raspberry, and fresh lemon. Or Mountain Dew, peach, raspberry, and vanilla cream.
Dirty soda is in the Utah specialty drink
Mm.
from all those like swig places.
I would guess the top one, the Diet Coke, coconut syrup, lime juice, and heavy cream.
Serena.
I feel like they love Dr. Pepper. So I'm gonna say the second one, Dr. Pepper, coconut cream, vanilla.
It is the first one. Tori was right. Diet Coke, coconut syrup, lime juice, and heavy cream. But what they have now, they call the founder drink, and it has the Diet Coke, sugar-free coconut syrup, lime juice, and coconut cream. And then the one I got was the Pink Bahama, which was the Fresca drink, as
Mm.
pictured. And then the Dr. Pepper coconut cream and vanilla is called the Texas Tab, and the Mountain Dew peach raspberry vanilla cream is the Beach Babe.
Mountain Dew. Yeah. It was good, but it also was just like it's just soda, you know. But it's
It
not
was
like that
really good.
expensive. It's not like expensive either. I mean,
Yeah, it's not.
it's more expensive than buying a can, obviously, but I think it was like $2 or $3 or something for
Yeah, I
two.
think I paid maybe $6 total for both of us.
Mhm.
Maybe. It might have been four something.
Mhm.
But
And
yeah,
mine had like an energy drink in it, so
yeah.
it was.
And yeah, and they come in sizes up to 44 ounces,
Oh
which
my
many
gosh,
people do get.
Damn.
44 ounces, damn.
Yeah.
Bigger than a train
Like
tire.
one of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives girls, I think she gets like the Dr. Pepper one, the Texas Tab, and she gets like 38 or 44 ounces or something like that. And she says she gets it like 6 times a week, and she's like, "Well, I can't have alcohol, so this is probably doing the same amount of damage," or
Hey,
something
that's
like
good
that.
logic. That's logic right there.
I don't know how accurate that logic is, but I understand.
And she'd probably be having like sugary coffees and things, and she's not having those. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But also, you could just make it at home. It's not like that crazy.
Well, whatever. It's a way to go out and talk with the girls.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the name of the continental divide that passes through Colorado? Arctic Divide, Eastern Continental Divide, Great Divide, Laurentian Divide. Even Serena looks confused, and she was there. I didn't know there. I looked it up.
Laurentian divide.
Serena.
Come on, this is your job.
we just called it the Continental Divide. So I guess I'll say Eastern Continental Divide. Maybe the
Well, neither of
was.
you were right.
Ah,
It
dang.
is the Great Divide. And it snowed when we were up there,
Yeah, it did
and we
snow.
were in shorts. I
Well,
just had a
it was
t-shirt.
warmer where we were coming from.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. Well, we were leaving the town. We weren't planning on
Evan would
stopping.
like to make it known that he was right from the other room.
Oh,
Did you know or did you guess? He guessed.
Yeah, we just called it the Continental Divide, or just the Divide. We went over the divide. We went through the pass over the divide.
yeah.
So
To the
interesting.
right of my hand, water falls to the Pacific. To the left of my hand, it falls to the Atlantic.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is
And
that
at
what
first
the divide is?
the divide
Yeah.
is, yeah, which way water flows, which basin it ends up in. That's like the divide. And in some places, you can have a 3-point divide, I think in Montana, where, some water goes to the Atlantic, some goes to the Pacific, and then some goes like through Canada into the Arctic Ocean.
Oh, would that maybe be the Arctic Divide?
No, I think it's a part of the Great Divide, I guess.
Okay.
The same.
Well, the Great Divide does run
Well, maybe the
from,
Great Divide is just, yeah, like a segment of the Continental Divide.
well,
One little
no, because
particular.
there are multiple divides throughout the world.
Yes.
But the Great Divide runs from Alaska through South America.
Oh,
Uh, oh, so you're saying like all the divides are continental divides, so they do have
I
more
guess so.
things, but you won't really run into more than one close to each other, so
But the one that goes through us is great.
it's pretty great.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that shit happening in, Nepal.
Don't shit on Nepal.
No, I'm thinking as a joke because that's where the biggest mountains are, you know.
Mm.
So you think they'd have a great divide.
Is that the biggest mountain?
That's the Himalayas.
Oh, okay.
Oh. And Serena and I did something cheeky up there, so watch the vlog to find out.
What?
It wasn't cheeky, it was nature. I was going to
What
go
did you
no
do?
matter what.
Flash the mountainside?
I mean,
What?
yeah,
What
I
did you
guess.
do cheeky?
Oh,
You went potty
Yeah, well, I went potty. She went potty.
with
We
your
just did it
she?
in different directions.
Was it with your she?
What?
Was it with the shiwi?
No, the shiwi is not, it doesn't really work. Or like I've never actually tried the shiwi, but like I'd rather just squat down. And because then you have to carry like a pee covered plastic thing around with you.
Yeah, I get you.
So
I'll never forget unwrapping that in my college dorm when mom sent it to me in a care bag, and she like wrapped it in like plastic bags, like it was used. Like, what is this?
so you can write
Care
in the
package with
snow.
all my candy.
You can write your name in the snow. Live your life.
I've never used it, and I still have it though.
Oh
I
my
should
God,
put it
same.
in a camping box. I shouldn't have it in my bathroom.
Yeah, I
Oh,
put it. Oh
there.
yeah, you should test that out once in a while.
Yeah.
Once you shower, just test it out.
Oh, have you?
No, I haven't, but now I'm thinking maybe I should.
For reference, everyone, my mom got all three of us a Shiwi.
I've never
Like,
gotten one.
what? I thought she got you one too.
She's got extras. Don't worry if you want one.
For some reason, she bought a bunch,
One of them was probably meant for me.
probably. She forgot to give it to you at Christmas. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
But
watch the vlog because neither of my pictures that like show the divide were really like do justice to like what it looked like all around. And we were there at golden hour, so
yeah, it was good.
the
It was a
video's
good
really
time.
pretty.
And a bunch of I've been up like through passes in Colorado that go over the divide. I've been over, I guess this is now like three, but each of them has like a little hike you can take to get to like the actual divide. Um, and it's usually not long at all. So
I
this
was
was
gonna
probably the
say,
longest.
was
Yeah,
this you hiked to this point or you drove to this point? You hiked.
No,
we
we
hiked.
hike is generous. It was
Well, we were
Well,
driving and there was a sign that said the Continental Divide. So Serena was like, skirt.
it was
And then
like
we hiked a little bit.
we moved through. It was actually probably like a half mile,
oh,
something.
Hmm.
not long.
Yeah, I don't think it was long. But it, you're going uphill.
Yeah.
And we like went through a campground and things. But yeah, there's a little parking lot once you get to like as high as cars can go, and then
Mhm.
you walk. But other ones like will have short little, you know, trails in the parking area near the
Yeah.
trails.
But considering this one like had a sign where you can like pull in and park to walk up there, there weren't any signs actually directing you how to get there. Like Serena just had
Go up.
maps pulled up on her phone and like
I
figured out.
had Yeah, I had Google satellite images pulled up on my phone. Like I see a trail. I mean, you just go up
Yeah.
until you can't go up anymore. Because the whole Continental Divide, or maybe it's just in Colorado. No, it's probably everywhere. It's a trail in and of itself,
Mm.
like that people do
Just walk along it.
from start to finish. So
Hmm. That could be neat.
be cold,
Yeah.
but it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
yeah.
right, my last one. What is considered the first American Revolution that was the only successful native uprising against colonizers in North America? Battle of Fallen Timbers, Battle of the Little Bighorn, Pontiac's Rebellion, Pueblo Revolt of 1680.
I should know this because I was there, right?
Little
Yeah,
Bighorn. That's I think the only one I've heard.
I will say I did not learn about this one in school. At least
Oh,
not that I remember or paid attention for.
That's not surprising.
topical.
Yeah. American schools didn't teach us about indigenous history? What?
Yeah, the successful uprising against colonizers.
Serena, do you have a guess?
Is it the Pueblo Revolt of 1680?
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Of course.
So, outside of Santa Fe, you can find Pecos National Historical Park,
That's cool.
which,
I've always wanted to see Pueblos. I
oh,
was
this
like
is a church. The
fascinated.
The Pueblos were just like kind of torn down.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if they were torn down or just like degraded. There's
Mhm.
just like the stone like base framework kind of for them still around. But then this was like the church or whatever for it.
Mhm.
But there's like a little walking trail. There was also a big walking trail that we opted not to do. Um, but yeah, this is like a little one behind the visitor center,
That's cool.
and it was
Yeah.
cool.
It
Yeah.
was cool, and you could go down like into their like what were those rooms? They were for like
The
ceremonies, I think.
kits or something. It started with a
Yes.
K.
Yeah. And you could go down into them, and it was like, whoa.
Yeah. I also pulled this quote from IndianPueblo.org. The successful revolt kept the Spanish out of New Mexico for 12 years and established a different power dynamic upon their return. The Pueblo Revolt holds great historical significance because it helped ensure the survival of Pueblo cultural traditions, lands, languages, religions, and sovereignty.
It was a cool little place. And if you're in Santa Fe, Albuquerque, I think it's definitely worth it's probably a good half day trip, and there's a lot of stuff out there to check out. So it's
Yeah,
really
or
cool.
even if you're like skiing in southern Colorado or something, you could probably make it out there.
And
Didn't it have
there's
somewhere that you walked through some or something?
this kind
Yeah,
of
we
was
walked
the
through the
Like
little town. We
like when I
walked
went
through
to
the
like
Pueblo.
third grade or whatever, when we did units on like Native American history
oh
of the Pueblos, I made a diagram of them out of
I
clay,
mean, diorama.
diorama, whatever, and
I remember your
a
diorama.
report, and I read a bunch of books. Oh, it was so cool. I would love to see them in person.
Like, meet Kaya. I'm just kidding.
No, I don't think. I don't
Or
think Kaya
Josefina.
didn't live in
yeah.
Pueblo. Kaya was
Josefina
more like
didn't either, right?
Well,
very.
Josefina is Spanish. Pueblo's just town.
Mhm.
Josefina's like Southern California, right?
I
No,
mean,
she's in New Mexico, but she's
Oh.
not Native American.
right. Well, she would is she Hispanic?
Yes, but she didn't live in a Pueblo.
But I mean, Pueblo just means town.
Oh,
But
but
yeah, she didn't live
Yeah.
in a Pueblo
the
like
like clay Pueblo.
indigenous Pueblo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Kaya was like I think in Eastern U.S. She was in a teepee in a wigwam.
Okay. Wow. And they had a good museum at that place too that really explained like the history of there really well. So
Yeah. Definitely go through that before walking through the little area. And get
yeah,
the walking tour thing. Serena
yeah,
and I
we
forgot to do that.
got to do that. That said like the path was like numbered, and you're supposed to read like what was going on at each number. And we were
Yeah,
like, what's happening?
there were a few signs, but we were just like, I guess that's that thing that we read about in the museum.
But I imagine that um Bandelier National Monument is somewhere near there because I think it was north of Santa Fe in New Mexico. And that's I guess another Pueblo area, but also they like dwelled in caves and whatnot, carved out of like
Mhm.
this volcanic rock. So that was cool too. So you could have a whole day just Pueblo hopping.
Yeah. And pick up some fun food in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Although don't even try to get uh like a Mexican mocha or whatever. Don't even try.
Why?
I paid $11 for one.
Tori,
I
Serena, you
mean,
got it off the town square.
no, I got it a few blocks away from town square. But that's insane.
Yeah. What?
I mean, that was with a dollar tip, so I guess it was really $10.
Still.
Still.
But insane. And it was not good.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, it had, it had a slight spice and it had the chocolate flavor. But when you like put chocolate in coffee and you're like, wow, this didn't really work out. It was like that. Like,
You should
yeah, like
have.
Like it
chocolate.
was chocolate, but not like sweet, so it didn't really feel chocolatey. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have come to Oaxaca with me.
No, I didn't want food. I wanted a Mexican mocha. I should have just waited to have a hot chocolate at that chocolate shop we went to, though.
Yeah, you could have gotten a coffee and like the Mexican drinking chocolate.
Yeah. And I should have just done that because that place was good. What was that place called?
Kakawa Chocolate House.
It was good. I mean, I was slightly unimpressed with most of the chocolates I got. I think I only got
Same,
maybe like
same.
4 or 5 truffles. Yeah, I was kind of unimpressed. But the hot chocolate, is good. And it
Yeah,
was
the
hot
drinking
that day.
chocolate.
It was hot that day, and there was a line out the door of people getting hot chocolate
Oh my God.
Yeah.
because it's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you get hot chocolate? You just got the truffles, right?
I just had the sample size.
Oh, yeah. And then I got like a 2 ounce of the Mexican or spicy or whatever drinking chocolate, which was good. I sipped on it like it was a little espresso.
But Santa Fe is such a cute town, so
Yeah.
so
Oh,
artsy.
a cool trip.
I'm
Mhm.
glad I'm not the only one who was unimpressed by the truffles.
Yeah, there was one I really liked, but I can't remember anything about it.
Just remember liking it.
Yeah. And the other ones, I was like, they all taste kind of the same.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I
unimpressed.
didn't get any, I didn't really get any chili in my cherry chili one.
Yeah.
It
And
just
it's like,
tasted like dried cherries.
yeah. And I mean, it's a local chocolate place, and I think it's like all fair trade or something. So
Yeah.
like, that's nice.
I would
And it
get
was,
like the drinking chocolate and like chocolate sorbet or something if I went back.
oh,
Like I
chocolate.
would, if I found myself in Santa Fe again,
Mm,
I would go back. I just wouldn't get the truffles.
yeah. I think you can skip the truffles.
Maybe a
And
bar if they have any solid bars.
I know they had like the drinking chocolate mixes, I think. I don't
Yeah.
remember if there was a bar. They did have those cute little candy skull mugs. I was like, oh,
Okay. Tori, you have any Minnesota questions?
Well, I had one, but you kind of took it.
oh my God, you both have the same question.
I went first. So I was like, what if Tori goes first? Which she would, I thought she would because she's the oldest. I was like, oh, and what if she takes the Saint
Thank
Claw?
you. That makes sense though. That's where LaCroix comes from. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I
Not
could ask you, to what river do you think the St. Croix River is a tributary of?
Oh,
oh,
I saw this in my research.
isn't it just the Mississippi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long is the border between Minnesota and Wisconsin that the St. Croix follows?
Oh, girl.
I'll give you multiple choice, okay? 50 miles, 110 miles, 125 miles, or 250 miles?
125.
250?
125. All right, should I just go with all my
Could
questions?
also ask, what's the name of the Minnesota and St. Paul's baseball team?
I don't know that.
So
Oh wait,
Tori, we
yeah,
went
I
to a game.
do.
Okay. Tori.
I do know. Sorry, I don't know why I said that.
Do you know Serena?
Oh,
Well, what do people usually call uh Minneapolis and St. Paul?
mini St. Paul.
The what cities?
Oh, the Twin Cities.
Yeah, so it's the twins.
Oh, wow.
You
Yeah.
know, really.
Gemini's. Gemini's.
Yeah.
They should have been called the Geminis. Whatever.
All right. Well, so I traveled to Greece and Turkey and Minnesota and California. So y'all like already covered my Minnesota portion. So we'll move on to my Greece, Greece and Turkey portion. Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of like say things. How many olive trees do you think that Greece has? Okay, your options, I guess I'll make some multiple choice here, are 5 million, 1 billion, 120 million, or 2 million.
Not the last one.
Oops.
120 million.
Yeah, I kind of think it's 120 million too.
It is 120 million,
We're so smart.
which they say, where is it? Takes up approximately 60% of the land in Greece is olive trees.
Oh my gosh. I remember when I went to Italy, Mom was like, I don't know if you could find this souvenir for me, but I want an olive branch. I couldn't find it.
Well, so here's the fun fact that we learned there is while the largest exporters of olive oil tend to be Spain and Italy, they use mostly Greek olives because
Oh,
Greece's olives taste better.
drama.
And I think they think they taste better because most of them are on islands, so they're surrounded by salty air,
Mm.
very windy places, so the salt gets, all mixed all everywhere. So like they're tastier olives. And so actually like 80% of the olives that Greece produces are for olive oil and most of them get exported. And only about 20% are for eating, like, like table olives or in salad or whatever.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but they export most of it to Spain and Italy, and then Spain and Italy get all the credit for making olive oil.
Wow. I
Rude.
never gave Spain any credit.
Well, Spain is like the largest producer of olive oil, but they use a lot of mostly Greek olives. Greece, yeah, that's why Greece is the third largest producer of olive oil, even though they have
Oh,
the most olives.
yeah.
Mm.
There's approximately 12 olive trees per Greek citizen.
Oh, let me look up the sheep to human ratio on New Zealand.
Something similar, I know.
Yeah,
Something else.
4.6 sheep per person.
Mm. So yeah, that's on olives.
Wow.
And we went to an olive um farm. I don't know what you call it.
I
Um,
guess it would be a farm or an orchard.
orchard? I don't know. On Mykonos. I mean, we saw olive trees everywhere. But on Mykonos, we went to an orchard and they're very drought resistant trees, but they do water them a lot. He was watering them, he said like 40 liters a day or something.
Mm.
That's wild.
Each tree.
Each tree. Yeah.
I see.
Oh, and he had like 900 trees or something. Yeah. The olives tasted much better there.
Mm.
They showed us about the process and they said like if they're trying to market you that your olive oil is cold pressed, it's a scam because that's the only way to do it. It's all cold pressed. Like that's just marketing language. And that extra virgin just means that they like put it through the press like a second time or something, so it's like extra filtered. So it's more like refined, I guess. But it's not like a necessary thing, but I guess it makes it better for cooking and stuff. And yeah, that was pretty
Cool.
cool. But yeah, we had some the olive oil that they made, their olives, um, and then some stuff that they make with it, like some cured meats and cheeses. Like he was like, "Oh yes, my grandfather's farm's right over there. This cheese is from his goats, and this cured salami is from his goats, and I made this bread in my brick oven right over here." Like
Was the salami made from the goats?
Mhm.
It was goat salami?
Goat salami. I mean, not really salami. It was just, like a
Meat.
cured
Yeah.
sliced meat. I don't know what
Hmm.
else to call it. Um, and then he made the wine too. He
Oh,
It
he
was a
step on it?
winery as well, and and they step on it the old ways. He has
Wow.
special boots, so that always tastes the same. And he had one of the old thingies. So yeah, everything we ate there was
From there.
grown and made on property, basically, which
That's
is
cool.
pretty cool. Even like the tomatoes, and stuff that they served with it.
So cool. And this
Wow.
was a place you found like on Airbnb
Yeah,
experience?
I found it on the Airbnb experiences thing. Because it was too expensive to do similar things through the cruise, like
Mm.
the cruise excursion.
Mhm.
And it was like a longer port day, so I was like, we have time, like it's not that big of an island, so between I mean, our ticket to this tasting was like maybe $30 a person. I think it was less
That's
though.
good.
And it included like a meal. Like we were full when we left, and
Yeah.
as much wine as you wanted to drink, basically. Like they gave you two bottles and they're like, these two bottles are yours, but if you finish them, we'll give you more. We didn't even finish them, you know?
Yeah.
And, um,
That's good.
and like a little, a tour around the property. And they played music for us. Like it was like an experience. Yeah, it was cool.
That's
That's cool.
Learned a lot. So yeah, highly recommend. It was just called like Meconian wine tasting. Like, I don't know if they had even a different name for their winery. Um, but it makes their business easy to find, I guess. But yeah, highly recommend. And then we saw olive trees everywhere. We went to the island of Aegina at the end of our trip, and like there we really saw like olive trees everywhere. Like more olive trees than, you know, housing land. Land that people lived, developed land.
Live on. That's cool.
So yeah, it's really very neat. And I had like, we didn't end up going, but Agena had like something marked on the map as like the ancient olive tree or something. But we didn't end up going there, but it was
Oh,
so interesting, yeah. Okay. This one I'm not gonna give you multiple choice because it's probably easy. But which major city in the world is in both Europe and Asia?
Istanbul.
Yes.
oh. How do you
Istanbul,
pronounce
cat stand to Istanbul.
So yeah, Istanbul is technically one city that spans both Europe and Asia. It has a waterway that goes like down the middle of it, and so like on one side of the waterway is Europe, on one side is Asia. Most of Turkey is in Asia, but this little part is in Europe. Um, and they do have like some different cultural things, not necessarily noticeable in Istanbul,
Mhm.
but Istanbul versus like the other parts of Turkey we went to, there were some like noticeable cultural differences,
Mhm.
or
What
just like
did
they have
you,
traditions.
Mhm.
the other parts of Turkey that you went to, were they European or
They
Asian
were Asian, yeah. Most of it's in Asia. Only like I guess Istanbul and the little bit that's
Mhm.
east,
behind it?
east. I don't know. Um,
West.
do you know, um, like in the rankings of largest cities in the world where Istanbul lies? Not
13.
not 13.
Higher or lower?
I'd say like eighth.
That's closer.
Oh, wow.
Ninth.
Oh my gosh.
Colder.
Six.
Warmer.
Seventh.
Colder.
Fifth.
It is
Third.
fifth. It is
Oh
the
my gosh.
fifth largest city in the world by
Oh my
population.
gosh. I would not have
Oh,
expected.
Yeah.
okay.
No, I didn't realize that either, but it was a really big, bustling city,
Yeah.
um, with lots of like ferry boats and stuff going between the sides. Like our tour guide joked that she's like, yeah, it's funny, like you live in Asia and work in Europe, but like commute to Europe for work. Do you know what the waterway that divides well, Istanbul, but it divides mostly Europe from that part of Asia? You can
Mhm.
go in this waterway all the way from Greece to Russia.
The
The
Black Sea.
Rubicon.
It the Black Sea is the end of it, the part that is
Okay. I was like, it's not a
Russia,
waterway.
not
But
Russia, but through the Turkish part
Hmm.
called.
the Continental Divide.
I mean, it is, but it's not. But that's funny. It is dividing a
I
continent,
guess. Yeah.
but
Look at that. We went to two continents.
oh my God.
It is called the Bosphorus Sea.
Okay.
Okay.
Bosphorus with a B.
Boss.
And when you get down to the Greek part, it is the Aegean Sea.
Mm.
They call
Ah,
it is technically the Mediterranean Sea. It's just
Mm.
different areas of the Mediterranean. Do you know in what modern day country the city of Troy is located in? Which is no longer the ancient city of Troy, which no
Mm.
longer is
Italy.
what modern day country?
Yeah, is this a trick question? It's not in Greece.
It's not in Greece. We were surprised.
Serbia.
No.
Croatia,
Slovakia. Slovenia.
Turkey.
Turkey
Ah.
is in
Ah,
Turkey. Yeah.
drama.
And our ship passed by the site of what was Troy. And Kevin was on a run. And he came in here because he wanted to point that out.
High question.
I
Even though he
run
didn't
on
realize that's what he
vacation.
was running by at the
No, not at
time.
all.
That's funny.
Take an allergy med. You look
I
terrible.
did.
Oh my God.
In two already. I could take a congestion as
Well,
well.
what are you doing?
Dying.
But like, are you working outside?
No.
Oh, you're inside?
Yeah.
Maybe your thing is dirty
What thing?
around your face.
I just put this on.
His hair.
Oh,
No.
maybe you used it last year.
No.
Okay. Anyway, go away.
Oh my God, he's dying.
He's fine.
You don't get it.
I know. But yeah, we passed by the like monument.
Mhm.
But yeah, we didn't
That's
know
cool.
it was technically in Turkey. Okay, can you guess the top five food exports from Greece?
Okay.
Olives.
Yeah, olives. Pistachios.
No, actually.
Wow.
Even though
Feta.
it's said to have the best pistachios. Cheese is one.
Wine,
Lips,
She
yes.
said
Not
food. Oh,
not
she said
wine.
food.
Well, I don't
what?
know.
Yeah.
Lemons.
Oranges.
Well, it does say citrus fruits.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I remember in Mamma Mia, she ran through that orange orchard or whatever.
Oh.
That's what made me think of it. The second.
Yogurt.
No.
Oh.
Tomatoes.
Well, it just says vegetables.
Tomatoes a fruit.
So there's one more.
That's not
Um,
fair. Just say vegetables.
Oh, meat. Like lamb.
no.
Goat.
Meat.
I would say you guys got them. It separated olives and olive oil as two
Oh.
separate things.
Oh, okay.
And then cheese, citrus fruits, and it says vegetables. And it says honorable mention would be dairy products, so like the Greek yogurt, fish and honey.
Oh, honey.
Honey.
And
Yeah.
we had honey there, like several times, and it does taste different. Like it was not honey like I know honey.
Mhm.
Like it was still
Oh.
honey,
Like
but
hand
different. It's the bees are feeding on different.
plants. Yeah.
And you didn't think, well, I guess you won't probably wouldn't have been
All
allowed to bring back honeycomb for Serena.
Oh, I thought about it several times, but
Okay.
so many places, or like our tour guide was telling us, like so much of like the food products in a lot of the souvenir shops are fake. I'm like,
Yeah.
how
Which is
am I
annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta go to the farm.
Okay, can you name all the ingredients in a traditional Greek salad?
Okay.
Not lettuce.
Correct.
Feta, tomato,
Tomato, cucumber,
olive.
What kind of olive?
calamata.
Yep.
Sure.
I made Greek salad last night. It's
Two more things.
olive oil,
The dressing.
Onions.
Okay, olive oil,
Lemon juice.
red onion, no lemon juice.
vinegar, like red wine vinegar.
Usually, well, yeah. Oh, it does say vinegar or lemon juice. Sorry.
Mm.
Um, Usually there's one herb included, and then one more vegetable that you didn't get.
It's a vegetable, not a legume.
I think.
Okay.
Legumes are vegetables.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Maybe technically a fruit. I don't
Thought
know.
they were like a bean.
Beans are vegetables.
A peanut's a vegetable?
Yes.
What?
That's what I
That's
said.
a legume.
Legumes are vegetables.
Oh,
Wow.
weird. Anyway,
Weird.
so one more vegetable and an herb. Although they say there's another option of herb, so
Is it like a
Cilantro.
pepper?
it is a pepper, a green bell pepper,
No pepper.
specifically green, which not my thing.
Is it? Yeah, I'm
Coriander.
thinking it's like dill or oregano.
Oregano, yeah.
Oregano.
Most commonly oregano.
Um,
Sometimes people use mint, though, mint leaves.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And Kevin loved it. And like they give the feta like you get like a block of feta on top. Or like little blocks, not like the crumbled feta we know.
Hmm.
It's much creamier.
Yum.
Still like kind of crumbly, but like not like our not dry crumbly like ours.
Mhm.
Um okay, and then I had one question or
Yes.
segment, whatever, on California.
Mhm.
Do you know what a microclimate is, Serena?
I
like
I mean,
uh
I guess
like
it would be if you're like in a valley, then each valley has its own specific, can have kind of a specific climate that comes along with it.
I guess, yeah.
Mhm.
Um, so when we were in California near like Santa Maria, I
Mhm.
think, and like San Luis Obispo,
Mhm.
Paso Robles. Well, no, not really Paso Robles.
San Luis.
That was where we originally were going, but we didn't go there. Anyway, we ran into many microclimates, and we didn't really think much of it, but like the people we were around kept talking about them. And they're like, "Oh yeah, the microclimate. Oh yeah, this microclimate." And I was like, "What?" Basically it was really foggy, really, really foggy. But like you would be like driving and it would be like foggy in one area and then like fine and sunny in the next area.
Mhm.
Like not far apart at all.
Mhm.
But yeah, obviously it has to do with like where you are in
Mhm.
relation to the coast and the mountains and the valleys. It's particularly a thing, it seems like, in like central California. So that's
Mhm.
kind of where we were. We were still more towards the south,
Mhm.
um, but the wineries in the area say that the microclimates really help produce the grapes for Pinot Noir and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh.
'Cause certain grapes prefer the cool and foggy, and certain prefer the warmer, sunnier, so they can
Ah.
grow close even though they like different things.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So we went to a bunch of wineries, and so yeah, the wineries kept being like, "Oh, the microclimate, oh, this microclimate today," and we're like, "What?" It's like
You
a
think
weird way to be like
good?
talking about it. Like multiple people were like, "Oh, the micro."
Yeah. It's like, do other
hmm.
states talk like this? Because that's strange.
Yeah,
Never
right.
heard that.
Like so aware of their climate.
Yeah.
Um, but it was really foggy and would be like really cool and then really warm. And that's all.
Yay.
Lovely.
I do want to ask, how was Christmas in Disneyland, Christmas time in Disneyland versus Disney World?
It was cool. I think. Well, so the biggest difference is that Disneyland does layovers for Christmas on a few of their rides, where Disney World only does them for the party, Christmas party. And because of that, because they have to be able to like, turn it on or off or take it up or down, they're not very extensive layovers.
Mm.
Where in Disneyland, they're like Christmas exploded, like they do the Nightmare Before Christmas layover at their haunted mansion, and it's like full coverage top to bottom Nightmare Before Christmas. Like it's not just like oh, there's Jack, like it's like everything.
Does it
And
really smell strongly of gingerbread?
I
At
did
least
not,
in like the dining room scene.
I don't remember. I didn't really.
Mm.
And then their small world is all decorated for Christmas. And again, like not like a little bit decorated, like full on the entire ride decorated.
Mm.
Outfits change, like everything. Like so I think Disney World is kind of lazy on their layovers. They don't really go all out. And part of that is because they're restricting themselves to only showing certain things during the party. But that means like their Space Mountain layover is just like they change the light color of the lights to red and green. And it's like
Yeah.
I
And
don't
don't they change the music too? I mean, it's still not much.
yeah, but yeah, it's not very much. Um, there was something else that was Christmas there. Another ride, but I don't remember.
Parade?
We did see the Christmas parade because that just replaces their normal parade, like during December. Where again, at Disney World, it's only for the party. Only for the party. It was not busy either. I mean, it was the first week of December, so still kind of early, but like in Disney World, I mean, from Thanksgiving through New Year's, you don't want to be there, it's crazy crowds. So to be there in the first week of December, and one day was a weekend day, like a Saturday, we didn't really have long wait for anything.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good, and it was cool weather, but not cold, so it was perfect.
Nice Valentine's gift. Good
Oh.
job, Kevin. All right, Serena.
Well, I went to Europe, specifically Scotland, England, and Belgium, for about a month. Yeah, I went solo, and I did like record a Scotland travel tips thing. I just haven't edited it and everything yet, but I'll put that on this channel some other time. Um, just of kind of my overall thoughts and whatnot. And then yesterday I went through and reviewed all the hostels I stayed at, like on their Google page.
Nice.
Because I was like, oh, I feel like this is helpful, I guess.
You could
Um,
review them on Hostel World.
I don't like using Hostel World because honest, I found more hostels and better deals not on Hostel World.
Mm. I can, I mean, when I went to Guatemala, I just compared it to what I found online.
Yeah.
And so
I
like I
mean,
still got so like one place I stay I booked through Hostel World.
mhm,
Another place I booked through WhatsApp.
yeah. Oh, whoa. Um, I mean, Hostel World, it's good because then you can chat with other people who are staying at that hostel. To like hang out with people or whatever, but I was just like annoyed by the notifications. It's like I want to chat. And no one would respond to anyone. Everyone would just say, I just got here, let's go get a beer. And no one would ever be like, okay. It was just people over and over again. Anyway. Um, but regardless, and yeah, a bunch of hostels, if they're in a small town, they're not maybe not on Hostel World, so there might be more options than you think there are. Like one
Yeah.
I was just like emailing a lady like, "Can I stay here?" She's like, "Yeah." Um, anyway, and I went on this trip. When did I go on this trip? End of October to end of November. So I have
Oh,
I have five trivia questions. Three for Scotland, one for Belgium, and one for England. So one of the world's greatest geologic minds, James Hutton, was born in Edinburgh in 1726. He's famous for expanding human views on geologic time and influenced Darwin's theory of evolution. Sicker Point, near Edinburgh, is where he contemplated these theories. What is the geological feature that prompted his work? So I'm going to list 5 features and guess which one it is. Tori, are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have a moraine, which is a glacial feature. Glaciers like push debris at the front of them. Anyway, so you have a glacial moraine. You have an unconformity, which is like a, a gap in time in rock. You have a volcano. You have a natural arch, like you see in Utah, or dinosaur tracks.
Dinosaur tracks.
Yeah, dinosaur track.
Wrong. I mean,
Is
I'm
it
sure
the
there are
first one?
fossils there. No, it's an unconformity.
Mm.
So basically, he found, well, not found. People have been known, but he looked at this unconformity feature and was like, wow, that would take a lot of time to do because it was essentially rocks that had been deposited. Oh, everything is considered to be deposited horizontally. But all these rocks were tilted onto their sides and going through them, I think is like a volcanic dike, like igneous rock going through them, cutting through them. And so that like unconformity, just shows he saw it and was kind of like, wow, maybe Earth's a lot older than we thought for it to be able to do that. To deposit these rocks, turn them sideways, and then have, this igneous rock go through it. So anyway, it's an unconformity. And it's very important to geology. Everyone in Geo 101 learns this. Okay, next. And that's a place near Edinburgh. I didn't get to go, sadly. I should have.
Oh,
But I lost a day in Edinburgh because my first flight was canceled, blah 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 blah. So I didn't get to go. But next time we have a car. All right. Next question. Mary, Queen of Scots, is a famous monarch from the Stuart family. She became queen at the age of 6 days old.
Dang.
At what age did the next youngest Stuart monarch begin their reign?
9
No,
or 7.
no, I'm gonna say the names and you guess which
Oh,
one. I mean, you could also guess years if you'd like, but you can guess which one it is and how old they were if you'd like. You have James the Second, James the Fourth, James the Fifth, or James the Sixth.
James the Fourth at 7 years old.
Okay, Tori. James 2, James 4, James 5, James 6.
James 6.
How old do you think James
9.
6 was? Okay.
You gotta phrase it like in Clue. James Fourth in Scotland at the age of 7.
Well, it was James the Sixth. You're right about that. He was 1 year old. And this
Oh,
was Mary, Queen of Scots' son.
hmm.
So she had to abdicate the throne to him. And he was also the first
If he was
Stuart
a
monarch
boy.
of England. Well,
Mm.
she only had him. She didn't have any other kids.
Well, she abdicated the throne. She had to abdicate because he was a boy.
Yeah. I don't know if it was because he was a boy. I think it had to do with um inheritance of like the English throne and that like they didn't want Mary to be the inheritor. They wanted James to be the I don't know. It was all confusing.
Mm.
Oh, and there was a rebellion against the Stuart family. So they like pushed Mary to abdicate and then like, took over
You
James's
can't
life
hate
again.
a baby. A baby is innocent.
Yes. So James, but then like James the Fifth was 17 months old. And then James the Second was 6 years old. And James the Fourth was 15 years old. So it's like people were getting in there young. Their parents were dying young. And they were becoming, I was about to say president. They're becoming monarchs really young. So crazy. Crazy. Okay. Last Scotland fact. And I did try and choose reputable sources for all these things, but you know, it may not be accurate. So don't use this to study. Anyway, the MacKinnon family is from the Isle of Skye, which is whomst we're related to.
Oops. Is that a word?
Hence, MacKenna.
Along is from the Isle of Skye, along with two other large clans. Which of the listed, the ones I will say, is not one of those clans? So you have Clan MacDougall, Clan MacDonald, and Clan MacLeod. Which one is not also from Skye?
McLeod.
MacLeod.
Eh. It's MacDougall.
MacDougall.
Yeah,
McDougal.
MacDougall. MacDonald was the other big one that had most of Skye. Skye was the best part.
Yeah, it was.
Now we're moving on to Belgium. Belgium is known for many products like chocolate and beer. What is something Belgium is not known for? Diamonds, lace, the Smurfs, or oysters?
Diamonds.
Oysters.
Oysters. They're not known for oysters. They're known for mussels. Or like Brussels is known to have good mussels.
Brussels when I was in Brussels.
Is that the country that does the mayo with everything, like mayo and fries?
Yeah, but the mayo doesn't taste like the same as our mayo. It tastes a little different, but it's pretty good. It actually is pretty good.
Forgot.
Pretty good. I enjoyed it. But yeah, they like mayo. And the Smurfs, I didn't realize that they were from Belgium. I thought they would be from like Norway or something,
Or Denmark?
or whoever up there.
It's the hats.
But yes, they're from Belgium, and then lace was like all over the place. I guess that's a big product. Diamonds, I didn't know, but Antwerp or something is like known for its diamonds, I think. Does that sound familiar?
Antwerp sounds familiar.
Antwerp, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Mhm. Okay, and last question. We're in we're in London, baby. London's West End is comparable to New York City's Broadway. What is the longest running West End show? And it's longest running and it is still playing today. So we have Les Mis, Les Miserables.
Slab.
We have Starlight Express. We have The Mousetrap, which is like an Agatha Christie adaptation. And Phantom of the Opera.
Starlight Express.
Les Miserables.
The answer is The Mousetrap.
Ah,
I don't know why. It's not a musical, it's a show. And
like,
yeah, I think it's like an Agatha Christie story that's been
Hmm.
adapted to Broadway. I don't know. But Les Mis was a very close second. Is
Well,
also-
Les
Adapted to West
is
End.
the longest running musical.
It's probably the longest running musical. Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
Yes. When I was in London, I got to see two shows. I saw
Oh,
um The Book of Mormon, which was hilarious. And I knew going in that I would like it, which if you don't like South Park humor, maybe don't go and see Book of Mormon. You will not enjoy it. And then the next night I saw Hades Town, which the music was fantastic. The story is kind of like, it's kind of a boring story because it's a adaptation of the story of Eurydice and Orpheus. But then it also brings in a bit of like Hades and Persephone. Um, but like a little more romanticized because in this case she's like not kidnapped. Anyway, I digress. The story of Orpheus and Eurydice is like kind of a snore, but I thought they did it very well with the musical and everything. So I enjoyed it. Even
Yeah.
with my obstructed view ticket.
I will say I'm not into South Park, but the bits of Book of Mormon that I've seen or heard, I do enjoy.
It's
But it
fun.
is a particular sense of humor, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's definitely. And like as I was leaving the theater, there were these people in front of me talking and they were like mad that they saw the show. They were like, not what I was expecting. I was like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, they were not happy with being there.
I would have gone to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I
I
hear it's like
tried.
much better in
You have
person
to
than
go
reading it.
twice though, don't you?
You have like a long intermission. You
Mm.
have like an hour and a half break or 2 hour break or something.
Oh, interesting.
It's like two separate shows, basically.
Yeah.
Weird.
Fast read, long play.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was looking into tickets for it because I was like booking day of, so I had limited options and I didn't want to spend a crazy amount. Oh, and I didn't really talk about Belgium. Belgium was awesome. I stayed in Ghent, which is like, I don't know, a 30-minute train ride from Brussels. And it was those towns are just so gorgeous because it's all like these super, super old buildings along canals. And I just spent my time hanging out with one of my college buddies who now lives there and went to a ton of different chocolate shops. So, yeah, I think I went to like 7 or 9 chocolate shops. I mean, I didn't have most of the chocolate because it was all gifts, but it was fun to just like go and be like, "Ooh, I want that one. Thank you."
Yeah, I finished my chocolates earlier this month.
Oh, your vegan caramels.
Yeah. I ate them while rereading like Fourth Wing and Iron Flame and then reading Onyx Storm.
Oh, you
They're
already
my
read
cozy book time chocolates.
it? I know. I was like, oh, I like that it's an array of flavors in vegan chocolate.
I think the orange chocolate was my favorite.
Very nice, very nice. Well, that's that.
Thanks for joining us. I think this was a much better way to go through our travels with
Yeah.
little anecdotes rather than just reciting what we did.
Good job, Serena.
Thank you, thank you. It was fun. That was interesting. Now I want to go to Turkey.
Ooh, sure. Next, guess that recipe be recipes of places we've traveled to.
Oh my God. We could have just done that this time, MacKenna.
I did one. I did the Greek
Yeah,
stuff.
Tori did one. Reverse.
Yeah.
Name the ingredients in this dish. Oh, that could be fun. Where
Yeah,
you
or we could do
have
like
to guess.
Disney World foods.
No,
No, Serena doesn't want to do that.
Well, you know,
this
when
is
she's
not
not
a
here.
Disney podcast. Yeah, for when I'm not here, you guys could do. Guess that recipe Disney or whatever. Well, I wouldn't mind guess that recipe Disney, but it's like we're not a Disney podcast.
That's my
I know,
if
but they're some of our most listened to things.
Yeah, our most listened to thing is like our Gilmore Girls hate episode.
Oh yeah. Well, on Spotify, our
DC
most listened to is
podcast
like
was
yeah, Disney College Program.
Mm. Oh yeah, DCP. Well, DCP, that makes sense.
yeah.
I'm trying to convince Tabitha to do the DCP.
Searching.
Oh, that's right. She still goes to school part-time.
Not this semester, but she
Hmm.
did last semester.
She'll be the one to keep consistently ask for early release, I'm sure. Which is just like putting in a request to go home early.
I mean, hey,
When it's as
I'd
easy as just
ask.
hitting a button that you want to go home.
Yeah, like, yeah, I
Why
mean,
wouldn't you?
I'd do it.
I did it once and it did not get approved.
You only hit the
I
button
did
once.
get early release once because I had no voice and they told me to go home. And then I went out drinking with Tori at Disney Springs.
Oh my
Tori,
God.
Jordan, and Maddie.
You faked it.
I did not fake it.
I'm gonna tell the rat. The
They
rat
actually
king.
had no voice. They're like, you can't do safety spiels without a voice.
If you cannot speak. Wow, that's ableist.
Uh,
Go tell the rat king.
Go right ahead. Rizzo's waiting.
No, Mickey Mouse.
Well, Rizzo dresses up as Mickey Mouse.
Oh, that's confusing. I've never seen the Muppets. I don't know who these people are, McKenna. You don't even know me. Hey, Tori, paint your drawer right now.
no.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, it'll be so fast. It'll be like 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, let's just say goodbye.
Oh yeah. Goodbye. Thanks for listening.
Serena, how do you say goodbye in Belgian?
Quitting
Or
it.
one of the languages they speak in Belgium?
Uh, au revoir.
Thanks for listening to this week's Long Distance Sisters. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes and leave a good review.
And check out the video version on our YouTube channel.
You can find all of our other social media information in the description.
Talk to you later.
Bye.